Oh, another thing about the book bag thing and about her bringing 5 items when she's dead. I don't know, it's just use of my imagination. My boyfriend thinks it's kind of confusing that she can do that. But, I don't know. I kind of incorporated Beetlejuice when they have the handbook of the recently deceased. So, because, when they die, they automatically get the book. That's how I came up with the idea that she gets this message that she can bring 5 items with her as soon as she's dead. So that's why I used it. But anyway, after 3 months go by, her family moves away. She feels more alone than when they were still in the house. This isn't how she wanted death to be. She wanted to be happy, but her soul is very sad and wishes it can die, but it's already dead. Another month goes by until a new family moves in. 2 adults with 2 boys, and the family has a dog that's a corgi. She's deathly afraid of the dog, especially since it senses her and comes right to her, and she floats and hides away in her room. Soon after, one of the boys come into her room to claim it as theirs, and it angers her. The room grows cold in an instant from her being angry. The boy calls for his parents, and they suggest buying a space heater, even though the weather outside isn't cold. The dog wanders in, and again, Alexa flees to hide away from the dog. The family isn't completely unpacked, but they sit around to eat lunch. As they do, they talk amongst themselves about the previous owner and family that used to live in the house. The mother explained that the owner's daughter committed suicide. The boys look astounded and asked how she was and why she did it, after which they were making fun of the fact that she did it, and maybe she's haunting the house. So they make a joke about her haunting the house. The dad suggests that she may be in a better place, but one boy cuts in and says anyone who kills themselves goes to hell, which Alexa now sees that both are wrong. You just get stuck in between. The mother tells all of them that it's not polite to joke about the deceased. Even if she is a ghost, they should be pleasant about her passing, since they don't know her situation as to why she did it. So, I know some people like to, kid around and make jokes about people that commit suicide. They just think it's funny. Like, that person is totally whacked out and fucked out of their head, that they would totally do that. So, because some people are assholes like that. But, so I guess that's it about that. Oh, and the reason why she's afraid of the dog is because when she was younger, she got bit by a dog. And ever since then, she's been afraid of dogs, which isn't true for me. My uncle had a Doberman. His name is Brutus. And one night, I was kissing him goodnight, as I always do, and he bit the fuck out of my face, and I had bite marks pretty much like all over my face, and I didn't cry, and I didn't scream. It was my fault because he was already sleeping, and I went up to him and I just started kissing him on his head and on his cheek and whatever else, and so he didn't like that very much, needless to say. And my mother was pissed, and she wanted to kill him very badly. Like, she really wanted to kill that fucking dog, but it didn't bother me. It still doesn't. But alright, so chapter 8 notes. After the family is all moved in, Alexa is running out of places to hide except for the basement. That's become her new home. She's left hopeless and helpless than ever before. On a late night, she hears clawing at the basement door. Not sure what it is, she creeps up the stairs and listens closely with her ear pressed against the door. She hears her name being called, but by an unfamiliar voice. She slowly and quietly opens the door to see the dog burst through and turns to her and tells her not to run from her. Alexa is then beside herself that the dog spoke to her, but with movements of her mouth as if she's barking. Even in death, Alexa is afraid of dogs, but she'll soon not be afraid of this little corgi. The corgi explains that it wants to chat, that she knows what Alexa is going through, which she finds hard to believe. The dog asks her why she's still there and why she hasn't left along with her family. Alexa doesn't understand. She felt she wasn't able to go anywhere, that she was stuck in the house for all eternity until the world dies. The dog explains that she's dealt with a lot of ghosts during her years, and she knows of some support groups and lists each one to Alexa. So the dog is kind of like her guardian, sort of. And the dog has helped other spirits that were new. And just like the Beetlejuice movie, how, you know, whatever their names were that were dead, they couldn't leave their house and that the sandworm would get them. So I used that, but there is no sandworm. But, you know, she just thought that she couldn't leave the house or go anywhere else.